Good morning! Today we are going to talk about
Augustan age
and journalism. During the Augustan age, English culture focused on balance, formal, perfect, and elevated language. In poetry, the pastoral and mock epic were popular, used to show irony and critique society, with Alexander Pope as the leading poet.
Theatre also changed. Sentimental comedy praised virtue and morals, while authors like John Gay wrote parodies such as The Beggar's Opera, exposing social hypocrisy in an entertaining way.
In the 18th century, the novel became very popular because it told realistic stories about private and everyday life, using diaries, letters, and daily events. Its growth was helped by new printing technologies, the expanding book market, the economic power of middle class, and the circulating libraries, which allowed people to borrow books cheaply.
Novels were easier and more engaging to read than poetry or theatre, and they attracted readers who wanted stories close of real life. Most new readers were women who were becoming more educated, attending public places and reading more. Some women also became important writers like Mary Monley, Eliza Haywood, and Charlotte Lennox, shaping the themes and the characters of novel.
Now we are going into a characteristic place of this period, the
coffee houses.
Come with us in a traditional coffee house.
In the 18th century, coffee houses in England were not just places to drink coffee, but important centers for culture, society, and politics. Thanks to rising literacy and the spread of printed materials, customers could read newspapers and pamphlets, stay informed about the latest news, and discuss ideas with the people from different social classes. In this way, coffee houses became spaces for public debate, although women were usually excluded.
Some coffee houses became so influential that they led to institutions like the London Stock Exchange. They also played a key role in the rise of modern journalism, attracting readers of the newspapers like the theater and the spectator who found their ideal audience. Hello everyone! Today we are here with two Greek poets of the Augustan age,
Jonathan Swift and Stanley Richardson.
Follow us, enjoy! I'm here with Jonathan Swift. Let's start. Could you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, I was born in Dublin in 1667, studied at Trinity College, and later I worked in England for Sir William Ted. Though I became an Anglican priest, I spent much of my life moving between Ireland and England and writing satire, including Gulliver's Travel and A Modest Proposal.
What shaped your reputation as a satirist?
My fierce criticism of society and my defense of the Irish against English injustice made people see me as a misanthrope. And in later years, I struggled with depression and lived in isolation until my death in 1745.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Hi guys, let's interview Samuel Richardson. What was your goal in writing episodic novels?
My aim was to reveal the inner life of characters and offer readers a moral example. I believe that letters written in the moment events occur could teach virtue and improve the heart and the understanding of those who read them.
How did your childhood shape your writing?
I grew up in a modest family and became an apprentice printer in London at the age of 17. This training left me in books and taught me how powerful reading and writing could be in shaping people.
Okay, we're done. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now let's compare the past with the present. In the 17th and 18th century, the English traveled across the world. William and Empire appeared, but also scientists cycled the globe 3 times, studied winds, currents, plants, and animals, and inspired writers like Swift and Darwin. Another key figure was John Smith, founder of Jamestown in America, known for the story of Pocahontas, though it is true is debated.
In 1600, young aristocrats began the grand tour of Europe, especially Italy, to complete their education. In the 19th century, Thomas Cook invented organized travel. In later packaging, holidays became common. Touring grew worldwide, and today the focus is on sustainable tourism, which protects the environment and the local culture.
That's all for today.
See you tomorrow.
Okay guys, for today's editing we finished.
Bye!
So, how did you go with Jonathan Swift?
Everything was fine, but I expected him to be different.
Why?
Because I read this book. In the mix, it's clear that the Yahoos are the representation of what he is in real life. He would like to live among horses, because he says they're better than humans.
And wait, Yahoos, is that the name of the book? Where have I heard it before?
You probably know the website Yahoo. It was named after the book.
That's true, I use that site often.
I've just completed a readable travel book for voyages if you more. My aim was simple: show people their whole follies by letting them see the world through Gulliver's wandering eyes. In Lilliput, I made everything small: the people, the pirates, the politics, a perfect way to reveal how perfectly and pretty rules can be. Fighting over trials and rewarding factory more than merit.
So the tiny size is symbolic.
Exactly. Their physical smallness reflects the pettiness of their disputes. Then I reversed the game in Birmingham. Their grandeur is the tiny creature. The giant king visited through Gulliver praised England, and from the outsides of Isthmus look corrupt, violent, and more concentrated with power than virtue. That shame also exposes more than true than a dozen pamphlets.
And the flying Iceland, Laputa?
Laputa, a kingdom where people think endlessly with unaccomplished nothing. Scholars obsessed with abstract theories ignore the suffering built them. My satire of useless scientific experiments and the Royal Society was irresistible.
And the horses, the Huygens.
Their management and society ruled by cold, perfect reason. The Huygens live without crime or lies, but also without sympathy. Their counterparts, the Farti Yahuda, resemble humans more than we like. By the hand, Gulliver can barely stand mankind. It's my warning. Extreme rationality is as dangerous as extreme backwardness. And you? Can you tell me something about your last work?
My latest book is Pamela, or Virtue Rewarded. It began as a conduct manual written through letters, but it grew into the story of a young maid servant determined to protect her virtue. Pamela Andrews, only 15, writes to her parents about everything that happens in her master's household. After the mistress died, his son, Mr. B, becomes attracted to her and offers her gifts. In describing these gifts with so much detail, Pamela honestly reveals the mix of fear and secret affection she feels. And when Mr. B tries to seduce her, she escapes and plans to return to her parents, but he gains access to her stolen journals and reading her honest thoughts. Realize both her innocence and hidden feelings. Ashamed, he calls her back. Tooth steadfast, virtue, Pamela reforms him. At least you marries her, providing the subtitle Virtue Rewarded.
And you wrote it during her letters.
Yes, the pastoral style shows her inner life, her moral struggles, her religious conscience, and emotional reactions. My aim is to show that resisting proper advances and holding to Christian chastity leads to moral and social progress. Your Gulliver's Travels critiques society through satire, exaggeration, and distant words.
And you critique it through $1 million heart.
Exactly. You reveal human folly by enlightening it. I show virtue by examining it closely. Different methods, same desire to improve mankind.
And this is the history and politics of Lilliput. Book 1, Chapter 4. In this passage, I'm showing how foolish human politics and religion can be. The Lilliputians are divided into two parties, high heels and low heels, who hate each other over nothing more than the height of their shoes. This is my way of mocking the petty quarrels of English parties.
So even the heir to the throne is judged by its shoes.
Exactly, just as real princes are judged by party sympathies rather than virtue. And the war with Blescu, it began over the correct way to break an egg. One hero changed the rule after cutting his finger, and the nation has been at war ever since.
An entire war over an egg.
Indeed, just a real nation fight over tiny religious differences. By making the Lilliputians small, I show how small our own disputes truly are.
And now let's talk about one of mine. This is A Master's in Moral Behavior, written in Book 1, Letter 15. I will explain this scene as the moral heart of Pamela. Here my hero enforces the anger of Master Mr. B after she honestly confessed to her mother and Mr. Jervis about his inappropriate behavior. Despite his reproach, Pamela remains humble, virtuous, and steadfast in her integrity. She shows that honesty and moral courage are more important than fear of or obedience to authority.
But would the young girl speak so often to her master?
Yes, because virtue guides her action, even in fears. She cannot betray her conviction.
3, 2, 1. Tarea.
During the recent age, English culture put unbalance for
Diventa un po' di questo.
C'erano le più lo stesso.
Gioia, basta! Basta!
Most!
Printed materials, customers could read the newspaper and pamphlets, stay informed about the latest news, and discuss ideas.
They also played a key role in the rise of the modern journalism.
No, vabbè.
That's all for tomorrow.
Dai Jonathan, non è troppo... Dici tipo... are you Jonathan Twitter? Yes. Are you Jonathan? Here. Lui dici? Here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Ok. 16, 17. Come si dice 1000? Eh? No, 1667. 16. I was born in Dublin in 1666. What shape the rugby?
No, Gioia, me l'hai ascoltato! Gioia!
the 70s
because he says their best.
Lo!
Ok, we've done. Thank you.
E dillo you're welcome. No, dillo prima se riesci, perché sennò io vado le mani. 3. Ci sto ancora registrando.
Io sto registrando ancora e non ho mai interrotto dal primo fail.
Mr. B became attracted to her but he gave success to her result and reading her honest thoughts, rising both Gulliver's Travels Critics Society through one of minds. Virtues and even in fears she cannot betray her conscience.
Does her honesty.
Even in fear she cannot betray.
Vai, ci sei. 3, 2, 1.
Even in fear.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
45.
Perfetto.
No, aspetta, ora continua così. Aspetta.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Io sto cadendo.
Vecchio a me, non le-
Chiudi il braccio tipo. Chiudi il braccio tipo. Chiudi e basta.
Vai.
Aspetta un attimo, lo capisco. Ok, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Ok.